is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ducks ready to kick it away first. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. Left side, it's Lofton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's past the sticks. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the return, it's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Dante Moore. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Keep it on the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long right here. Run the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He'll return it from around the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Pringle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dangerous throw on that one.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Pringle. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Washington. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds a crease, it's Edwards. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Push it ahead. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Uh-oh, look out. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Moore to throw. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Edwards. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Moore, play action. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They think there's room to run to the right here. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's changing the play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain, but the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Throwing more. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. They knock him down right there.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. On the ground, it's Edwards. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Out wide right, it's Shelton. Rams in with the stiff arm. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Moore. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Down he goes. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment. Moore will throw. Right side, it's Edwards. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Works his way forward, has enough for the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 32.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Moore with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. He fires one deep down the right side.
Just got better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Ran through the contact. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, it's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Snap it to the back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Moves to his right. He's going to run it. And they swarm him under.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
2nd down, going to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Looks it in. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Moore to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Going with the ground game left. Knocked down in the backfield. It's 4th down, and the defense does have a timeout to use. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with UAB taking on the number 19 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Blazers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mountain West Conference.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing more. Fires to the right. Looking for the goal line.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the move. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a... Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Left side is Jacobs. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Buying time to his right. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Ready. 18. Rock.
Changing the routes with his receivers.
Return. Go.
More. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Off to the races. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left side. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dante Moore fires to the right. Makes the grab. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quick give. It's Pringle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Hits inside. It's Pringle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes a grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Time to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Moore to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. On the move at the 30. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Break! Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From deep, it's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The handoff. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Defense in press coverage. Right at the line. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.